So this is the white family that is being blasted on social media and canceled. I think they own Vassar's Mini Mart or something like that. And they're being harassed, rightfully so, because they jumped on a security guard, a black man, because of entitlement. They want to move their boat for the giant ferry that was coming in. And I'm gonna tell you, I literally shed a tear watching black folk get off that ferry when it finally made it to land and swarm these people like Wakanda. Brought a tear to my eye. Now, obviously, I can't show the fight because YouTube don't play all that. But I'm going to let one of my cousins, I say that figuratively, because she talked just like my people. My people down from Alabama, huh? But she talked just like she could be one of my cousins or something. But I'm going to let Lauren break down the whole situation and how it went. Shout out to Comedy Hype for the video.
They're the guy that was on this, doing the sipping cycle that was hosting it. The people, they were like, give us 10 minutes because they couldn't talk. So those people had their boats in the way, and the Harriet, I kept calling it the Marriott, blame it on the alcohol. The Harriet was basically kind of like circling because they was trying to stop. The people that had the sipping cycle, the ferry ride, he was like, give me 10 minutes. We got to go and try to get some people off the Harriet, literally, because these folks on their personal boat would not move. The crazy part about it, security was asking them to move, asking people like who the boat belonged to the whole time. Them people up there with us, ignoring the man or whatever. So
yeah, so they just blatantly sitting up there kicking it, ignoring my man, and you can guess it was probably because he was black. They probably would have gave a different response had it been a white security guard, but whatever. They just sitting up there kicking it like you don't have to move your boat for this ferry that's coming in.
The guy in the white shirt they jumped on, he just, they started. There's two people that had boats. They unhooked theirs to move one, so they kind of like bumped it out the way, slowly. You know how people be bumping cars, so they slowly like bumped it out the way. They got down there to that boat. The guy realized he was undoing the boat because mind you, them folks was trying to get off the water. Everybody trying to get off the water. Everybody trying to do their thing. And I knew from where we were standing, there was a lot of this going on. I was like, bro, they about to fight. But I did not know that man was going to swing on him. So the white guy swung on him, and the rest of them ran down there, and they jumped on him. People on the Harriet, like, the only thing I can say is I feel like the white guy felt, I don't know. It's no reason for you to put your hand on folks. But the people on the boat was like, move the boat, move the boat. Everybody was lit. You could tell they had a good time, but the folks was holding them up. Why would you keep your boat there? All you can do is just move your boat. When he asked them nicely to move, he trying to do this and that. Like, okay, you been drinking, you being real belligerent right now. Just move your boat. He swung on the guy, the rest of them jumped on him or whatever. And the people you saw like standing up, I already knew, like, it wasn't even a reason for the folks I was with to even get into it. Because them folks on the Harriet, like the Harriet was, the boat moved now. The Harriet was slowly coming in.
Hold on, what you mean ain't no need for y'all to get involved? Okay, with you and the other women that was with y'all, but if there was some dudes with y'all standing there watching all of this, y'all suspecting me right now. Y'all, I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all should have been jumped in there.
They was ready. They saw it all, so they was ready. So I was like, at first I was recording on Snapchat, and I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna go live. Didn't think though it was gonna really go off like that. And that's basically what happened. They jumped on them, and our people came to the rescue as they should. And the crazy part about it, like I said, it took the Harriet a minute to, slowly come into dock again. So, they anchor it down and all that good stuff. Them people had jumped on that man. A couple of them was still down there tussling with him. The rest of them, as you can see in my video, they had went back to their boat that they wouldn't move and sit down like they was on the boat just chilling, like they was gonna pull off or something, like when that gonna happen. So the dudes got off the Harriet and they came like Wakanda, like what's up? Like, and they did what they were supposed to do. Period. That's literally what happened. In that moment, it was the fact that y'all did this and came and got back on your and you finna just sit down like everything cool, like entitlement. That was first hand front seat of don't put your hands on nobody. When people be civilized, stuff like that, just do what they watch you do alcohol and boats and, you know, this don't mix. So that literally was, it wasn't nothing else. Those people were completely in the wrong. They got their around and find out as a person. They found out yesterday because, yeah, they told like, it was crazy. They did exactly what they were supposed to do. I don't feel sorry for them. Everybody talking about the women. The women were down there fighting too. When they were down there, they were fighting. It was ignorant on. So my thing is, if this your husband, your man, or whatever the case may be, first of all, I'm finna step in a man's face. Because when he handle you like a man, you better eat it like a man. So
y'all better listen to her. Y'all want equality, you're going to end up jumping in fights like this and getting them equal lefts and rights, okay? It wasn't no women when the fight started. So why is it swarms of women jumping in after? You know what I'm saying? Only one I felt bad about was the one woman who got hit with that WWF chair. He caught her slipping. He caught a couple white dudes slipping with the Hulk Hogan, but we all was like, oh, he tripping when he caught the old girl sitting down just for no reason. Like, oh, my man tripping. They instantly was like, shut up, I ain't laughing there. They like, he going to jail. He gonna get a felony for that. You know?
I didn't care, but they left with, I know, like little cartoon knots. Oh man, homegirl had 3 of them. She looked like a 3-horned devil. I was like, I didn't feel sorry. Every time they got up, that what you, because you shouldn't have, you knew what was going on. You was ignorant on. You felt entitled. You shouldn't have been down there. If anything, you should have been telling your husband, come on. You don't run up in nobody else's face. So when they knock your ass out and knock part of your coins out of you, ain't no need to crying and doing all of this. That's what they was doing. Get your ass whooped just like the rest of them. I don't line up too. Cause, yeah, that's how I felt for real. God really saw it. I just don't know. And look, I'm going to everybody on the Harriet, you know, they're like, no, like, whoa, that boy, woo, get that, woo, all that. So thinking like, shit, like, what you think? You better just go chill, boo. Better just go chill and get back on your boat and chill. They better whoop your ass. You went on that. They did the work. I don't know who them is. I don't know the dude that jumped off the boat. Like, the Harriet was texting on the dock. He wanted me. I don't know who they are. But, yeah, boots at it. That's how I'm feeling. I know, like, when you see in a situation, you can't really get involved. But that's okay. I got you a video. Yeah, I felt like the sound effects hit different. Cause, yeah, boot, that what you get. Knock you out. Yeah, they get so up for real. Like, oh God, I'm glad they did stand together because them folks really tripping. They really was tripping. And the thing is, it's only so many of y'all. Like, it was a handful of them. I ain't really count, but it was a handful of them. And they thought they were going to jump on them man. All the folks on them, all these spectators, y'all just going to go sit down like y'all had a church service. So they took y'all to church all right. So I'm glad when there was nothing involved. I'm glad nothing was involved. Just good old skin and bones.
And so just like she said, I was glad to see that it was no loss of life, that it was all skin, flesh, and bones and no bullets. You know what I'm saying? Because at first, when I first saw the whole situation, I was really just sad. Like, what is we out here fighting like this for? What's all the melee about? Until I found out what was happening and saw the original when they jumped on him. Then I was like, oh, I literally shed a tear with my fist balled up, watching as the fellas came up off that boat like, yeah, what's happening now? What? You had me front to the boat. What you say? Yeah. And that's just how that had to go when you disrespecting folk. You ain't got no business disrespecting. And white folk, don't take it wrong. We love y'all. But when you're wrong, you're wrong. And I'm just going to say black folk got a lot of pent up aggression because we have been wronged for so long. You understand what I'm saying? So the good white folk out there, don't take no offense to it. But your cousins that's out here clowning, they going to get this 2-piece in the biscuit. You better believe it. But I'm just going to say shout out to my people that jumped off the boat and put hands on my mans and stood with your brothers. You know what I'm saying? Because it's way too often that we see us fighting each other over something minuscule and something stupid. Us shooting each other and slapping each other and killing each other over something minuscule and something stupid. But then when you have times where we're being persecuted as a people, it's often not a peep that's to be heard from us. We don't stand up all together and click up and do something about the oppression that we're facing from other races. So it was good to see that in this case. And I just want to say, going forward, it always doesn't have to be violence in the ways that we stand together and do things. But hey, sometimes if it got to be that, it got to be that. But either way, I'm just saying I'm glad to see us standing together. And I hope we can get this in our head to not continue to stand against each other, but to continue to grip up, get together, unify, and do something to help our people when we is in these messed up situations. This your boy, Pete Camp. Shout out to all my people in Alabama all the way back to Detroit and my black folk all around the world while we at it. Get at your boy.